I think we are off into Trick Room, but we're taking out that 4. Didn't even think about protecting about protect being an option, because who protects Calyrex there? But my opponent does clearly, and this is... Oh, hello there, and welcome to the channel. Today I have the team that won the Japan National, which features one really interesting piece of tech. Rock Polish on Terapogos allows this thing to set up to go faster without relying on Overmon. This, combined with Meteor Beam and Terra Starstorm, allows it to absolutely annihilate pretty much anything before it even gets a chance to move. Fluttermane with a booster energy is running a more bulky supportive set, with Taunt and 2 different speed control options in Trick Room and Icy Wind, but it still gets that nice little speed booster energy. Urshifu with Sash can surprise opponents before returning massive damage back with Surging Strikes in close combat. Then Rocky Helmet Amoonguss, just the ultimate little pest supporter with Spore, Redirection, Healing and a bit of chip damage. Ogapon is another massive damage threat with 2 stupidly powerful moves in Ivy Cudgel and Woodhammer, and then it just has that nice little follow me to help support the team. And finally, our boy Iron Hands, the bulky pivot with fake out support that can just be near impossible to remove at times with that AV and Drain Punch healing. First game of the day, straight into Ice Rider Calyrex. I kind of forgot that Terapogos teams are a bit of a Terra sync and kind of went, oh, Terra Fire. Ogapon seemed quite good into this matchup and kind of went, oops. But as long as it's not like it's needed. But yeah, having the Trick Room matchups a little awkward. Obviously I've got like anti-Trick Room and Fluttermane that do stop my priority fake out. It's a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world or anything. I don't think Heavy Slam's really going to do enough to reason even being clicked against Cali. It might just be worthwhile to Drain Punch. Actually, I do have to account for the fact that probably clicks Follow Me and not that, so yeah, I'll probably just hitting that anyway. I don't have a setup option, which is mildly annoying. But I think we are off into Trick Room, but we're taking out that 4. Didn't even think about protecting about protect being an option, because who protects Calyrex there? But my opponent does clearly, and this is... Oh, not quite. That's unfortunate, but that's fine. I wasn't expecting the KO anyway. If I had Sword Dance on thingy, I would have clicked it there, obviously, because it's quite a good chance. Is it worth it to just bust out that Terrifier and just go for it? I feel like you underspeed that anyway. Do I take 1 thingy? I do have an Amoonguss, so I kind of like I'm wanting to strategically position myself. Yeah, knowing what that Terra's into would be really handy. I'm not protecting because I think it's the best. I'm protecting because I want to know what it does, and I want to have the hope of some counterplay. And you know, if that indeed follows me, that's not counterplay. Cool. If I can actually get rid of Helping Hands, that makes my life easier. Not great, because that's not a contact move, so it's not like my Spiky Shield helps me here. But Iron Hand should soak, hopefully. They'll probably still take that half, because indeedy. Not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see at all. And now I have to be scared of that thing getting a KO on me. Fortunately no boost. I can probably Terra Fire and Woodhammer it into another realm and be fine. But that thing does terrify me. We'll see what's in the back. Is there any hope of me being able to stall out Trick Room 3 turns? Feel like it's pretty solidified Ogapon's gonna drop. It's really hard to use. If I let those 2 drop for pretty much no damage, do I get anything out of it? I'm gonna have to probably Terra. Oh, I could probably Terra. Yeah, and then I'd still be banned then. I got to pray on a survival. I don't know if I got that in time. Yeah, I didn't think there was any hope of that one. As much as it's not what I wanted, I didn't have Protect on Iron Hand, so I couldn't really start that. Yeah. No, they played it smart. They went for the high horsepower anyway. Cool. Is Tarkov slower than Amoongus? That's what I have to remember. Yeah, because I'll run min speed, and I don't think my Amoongus is min speed. So I do have. Yeah, you go on the left, you go on the right. That's fine. I didn't have a trick room answer once it got up. I kind of was like, yeah, I'll be fine. But no, I definitely really was not. Is this a time where it's better to not Terapogos? That's the issue we have. Because otherwise I don't know how I get out of trick room. You're too slow, you're not going to do enough damage. I think I need to... No. I am still thinking, I think the one way out of this is to be weird and to not terror my Terapogos and to actually terror my Amoongus. Somehow survive Eruption, spar the Kali, and then take out Tarkov with Meteor Beam, and then protect out of Trick Room for my last turn, and then try and remove it that way. That's like the only line I can see here that's somewhat reasonable. But yes, I'm actually remembering my abilities this time, which is helpful. Still a lot of damage, but yeah, I needed Amoongus to survive that. And now I've got an out. Not the best out in the world, but it's something. And I highly doubt whatever they have in the back is somehow going to be any slower than my Amoongus, so I can probably spar it and get myself out of Trick Room, which is quite handy. Fingers crossed, you know. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. I was gonna say, please don't say that somehow survives that. Cool, I literally think that was my one out, so I'm glad I took my time to think there. Because now I just have to get out of Trick Room. I don't know what it is. I think I'm based like 85, so that Raging Bolt will underspeed me. It won't underspeed my Amoongus. Star Storm. Who can... Well, at the end of the day, I actually need to just take out that. This is just playing an RNG game, but yeah, I actually don't need to protect on this one, because that Calyrex could wake up, to be fair. I didn't account for that. Yep, no, that was stupid. I kind of played like I slept him after the turn one. Yeah, no, I should have protected. I knew I should have, and then I didn't like an idiot. It's one of them, you're playing your nods game there, because I needed a non-terror Terapogos to take out 2 mons, so it's not like a bad play. But it's just unfortunate to get a wake up there. Moon just got no hope, obviously, so that's unfortunate, but that's a runaway. Nice and easy. GG's to my opponent. They got a good Trick Room set up. I tried, and, you know, luck doesn't go in your favour all the time. Unfortunate. But yeah, no. I'm very much at a point where I feel more scared of Ice Rider Calyrex than Shadow, which I just never expected. Second match of the game. I felt that, you know, Iron Hands was the option here, most consistent. I am prepared for this lead, funnily enough. I have an Amoongus in the back, you know. Yeah, no, that's kind of my only option. Sorry for the weird pause there, I kind of just forgot to think. As weird as that is, getting faked out into Iron Hands is incredibly likely. Is there a reason to switch anything else in? I'd rather just switch Amoongus out there. If I would go, who is scarier? Probably Eshfield. Obviously, they have to do defensive play. I'm just getting faked out, but we'll maybe get lucky. Switching the Rocky Helmet Amoongus, hopefully get a nice chip on said Urshifu. It would be quite nice if I could take half its health on a good read. I don't think they're going to flare blitz. And if they do, I'm not really fussed. Yeah, half the read down. U-turn, respectable. So they were probably somewhat prepared, knowing, you know, you got a Mungus in the back. That's perfectly fine by me. Because now I have the ability to Iron Hands you. And you took, oh my god, they're gonna fake me out probably again. Would be my guess. So I don't think Iron Hands is taking a turn here. Is there anything logical to do? I feel like Terra Shell switching, you know, be like, right. To me, I want to call fake out Flare Blitz and switch in my own Ursh. I know I break my Sash, but I'm not really fussed about it. And also Sash means if I get hit with a grass attack on the way in on double switch, that it's not the end of the world. But for me, I just don't need to sit here and get faked out constantly. Obviously pattern shot into Terapogos could happen, but that is what it is. Fake out. Cool. So I probably called it reverse order around kind of thing. For a shell, that's fine. It is really annoying to lose Power Herb. Very annoying. Oh, why do you have to crit me? So yeah, that does make this more awkward. But what this does give me, the ability to actually use my Terra. Yeah, Rillaboom's less likely to carry Protect. I could get hit with Grassy Glide. Is there any possible defensive plays I need to account for that'd be scared of? Terapogos, you'd presume. It's probably got enough bulk to where Detect is worth clicking. Because I think that Rilla's probably AV. It's probably going to soak at least one Terra Star Storm fine. So we just kind of have to account for it doing something defensive. Do I have any nice things? Because if this can somehow potentially take out Eshu, that'd be quite handy. Because I didn't pattern shot their way out, which I'm kind of surprised by. They just hard swapped, which isn't really the way. Oh, Grassy Terrain went. That's quite nice. Yeah, if I'd realised I'd have been more enticed to attack, but no, I'm quite happy to have not. Just going off the basis that now I've got a bit more option. I have revealed I'm not like Scarfed or anything, but that's fine. Grassy Glide into Protect. That's perfectly fine by me. I don't have a way to turn off abilities, so I don't have a nice little like cheeky way to get around close combat. Would it be worthwhile to just pivot again? They could U-turn because they are clearly Scarfed. I do have a speed advantage now, so I could potentially close combat thingy, so I feel like maybe they need to do something to take an action. I do that, and I want to call. They use Rilla to try and hit my Terapogos, not being scared of my Urshifu. They switch out theirs, potentially, and I close combat it. Something like that. And worst case, the Urshifu stays in, and I just take it out with my own close combat. Cool, yeah, and that's why we switched. That felt clever. So I'll probably lose my own Urshifu here to like a Wood Hammer or something, but close combat I'll just take it out. So yeah. Cool, biggest threat to Terapogos down. That's exactly what we want. That felt like a very big gameplay. I'm quite happy with myself. This is not like an easy game out of here. Ooh, Among Us, very good switch. Kinda took no damage, Urshifu's fine. They are gonna have like double fake out, which is annoying. If they want it, of course. Grassy Terrain will be back. I don't think switching in will get rid of it. I don't think that's how the ability works, at least. So I do have to deal with that and getting priority grassy glided. But if I protect. Ew. Anything I need to worry about? Calm Mind, potentially, yeah. Is it worthwhile to double protect if I... Right, if they fake out Terapogos, I go for that. Urshifu could potentially just drop to thingy. I maybe want to hit it first. If I do that, then it... Weirdly enough is the play. Yeah, well, they could always just do that, and I'd rather... If they go Terra Stella, they're probably taking... Right, I think we play it consistent, and we go Detect, Protect, Detect. I don't have a way to get rid of my Protect now, so I can kind of just do it. I can see what they want to click, and not Calm Mind in, which is good to know. But it's more to get intel than anything. And then as long as I don't have this, I should be quicker, I'd presume. Because I don't think Choice Scarf Terapogos is a thing, I think it's bait 85. And I'm adamant max speed Ursh. So I'm like, well, I'm adamant 252 Ursh. See where that fake out was going. Amoonguss. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, they send out Terra Starstorm. Flare Blitz into Amoonguss is quite likely. Do I just sack it or do I actually keep it about? That's a question. I don't think I need it, to be honest. But anything it can do, if it somehow survives this turn, it can spar. But what it can do is close combat. But what I can do is close combat. Yeah, it probably won't kill because it's got that much health. But that's not the intent. That's not the intent. The intent was that. We were expecting a double KO, which is okay. It's fine. Amoonguss might survive this, which would be pretty sick. Or would it? I kind of want you to take it out. Ooh, beautiful, thank you. I like that little bit of chip you gave me. So I think this does come down to, can I just take out whatever's in the other slot? With fake out pressure, can I just take out you're on the left? Get you on the right, just do a little better. The strategical YouTuber things, but yeah. I think they seem decently clever. They have to know that fake out's an option. I don't know how much health they're really on, I do not remember. Mildly chipped at best, it's not like in a very scary position. Terra Starstorm is literally the only button I can click here. If they protect, then fake out just turns into free damage. If they don't protect, then I have to worry about potential speed ties. But I feel like they do something defensive. And therefore I try and counterplay it. Withdrew Incineroar, not the defensive I expected, but I'm hoping they click protect. Or I beat them in a speed tie. Because either way, I can do that. Actually, mine isn't max speed, so we'll see. It depends on speed tiers. Protect, fall. I called they would do something defensive, whether switch or protect. And if I can take that out, then I'm quite happy. Maybe it could have been more worthwhile for what Polish, call the protect, and then get that bit extra speed to not have to worry about speed time. But that's okay. Hopefully, Drain Punch will just take it out. Yep. That's fine. That genuinely is, because now I should be at a point where fake out is obvious. They get a Terra Starstorm. Do I kind of have to just soak it in order to not risk losing a speed tie? I can't fake him out back. So is there like a downside really? If theirs goes, oh, it's a free turn, but it isn't. Then it's kind of like, oh yeah. No, I think it's worth it to go if they fake out there. Yeah, but why would that? Yeah. I think it's worth it to just play the speed game and just go, I think my Terrastar Storm does better than yours, and I'm actually faster, potentially. So that's really good. Yeah. Cool, that is like important intel. Because if I am actually faster, if my Terapogos is the fastest thing on the field, then I've got a chance. Especially after across the terrain, we'll see. Oh, there's done a lot more damage. Jesus. Oh, they crit me. Flinching couldn't move. Right. I was gonna say that was a big damage difference. I can beat Insane one-on-one in an endgame if they protect. I think Iron Hands can beat either one-on-one, so I have to play safely, I think. And I think the safer players go Insane can't protect, so I Drain Punch it. Yep. That's the safe option. And they throw it away because I've clicked Protect, and I don't see any way that Insane makes it out this turn. And I just think, even if their Insane outspeeds my Terapogos, not my Terapogos, my Ian takes out my Terapogos, I don't think they have the DPS with Terrastar Storm. They could have Earth Power, and that would suck. But theoretically, I'll be at like nearly full health. That Insane will drop. Yeah. I spoke too early saying they're throwing the game away. They haven't yet. It really does depend. But I think AV is enough. And Drain Punch will be enough. Oh, it's lefties. Oh, this actually could be an Earth Power one. I'd presume it's Calm Mind, Meteor Beam. It won't be Meteor Beam, it probably is Earth Power to be fair. But we'll take one. We'll take one. We'll take one, I swear we will. Oh, we'll take like 3 of them. Yeah, bye-bye Terapogos. In the bag. I knew it was in the bag. That was more tense than it needed to be. But I'm very happy. I think that was like one of the smartest games of Pokemon I've actually played. There was intelligent defensive pivoting. I called some switches, I called some plays well, while I played safely at the same time. I didn't go out on a limb, so I'm very impressed with myself. I don't think that's a consistent level of play, but I think that's a level of play that if I can hit more consistently in future, that's like consistent Master Ball. I'm quite happy with myself. At final game of the day, and my opponent's not bringing a restricted, they're bringing like Shadow Tag, Perish Trap kind of stuff. So what did I do? I brought my 4 hat this is and just went, I'm going to literally just try and blow through this team in like 2 seconds. Because I'm not a smart player, so I'm not going to try and like pivot around, and I don't have pivot moves. Which is annoying, because that is when like Choice Scarf U-turn would be like really helpful. But yeah, am I clicking Terrastar Storm immediately? Not quite, I'm going to Meteor Beam something. I presume Azumarill will not protect. I'd quite like to taunt you, because not getting Perish Trapped would be quite nice. Because if I can actually stop it Perish Songing, then I just win on the spot. I am boosted energy, so I shouldn't get outspeed by anything other than Aqua Jet. But my Fluttermania is quite tanky, so I'd really hope it doesn't just get exploded by Aqua Jet. Yeah, Protect, that's fine. There's a reason I didn't target you. I don't think Azumarill gets Perish Trap. Get the Perish Song stuff. That would be quite annoying if it did. But Meteor Beam it. So it didn't click Aqua Jet. It could just blow up my Fluttermane in a 1 and out. It's annoying. I don't know why I clicked Taunt, because I did expect Protect and therefore didn't click for a Star Storm. Kind of stupid on my end, but that's an oversight that's hopefully fine. Yeah, that does have Perish Song. I taunted the wrong mon. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Cool, so we do Terrastar Storm, Shadow Ball. Oh, we don't have Shadow Ball. Oh, that's annoying. Again, do we do that? So I think we taunt that just to try and make sure I can protect its way out of here. Oh, that's fine. Whatever comes in can't protect. Which at the end of the day is perfectly fine. Or they're trying to burn a turn of my thingy. They actually take their Perish Trap off the field, which is okay. They can't parting shot out of here, which is perfect. Azumarill drops, Incin gets low. Incin is not very low, that might be AB Incin. Or I just don't hit nearly as hard as I think I do. So yeah, that thing comes back. It's eject button, yeah. I knew I didn't have a clever way. Oh yeah, Fluttermane can switch just out. Yeah, that's cool. That is very good to remember. Because at least I can pivot one mon. Gengar on the next one. Just to ensure I can't drop. Get out of it, kind of thing. So I can pivot one mon so I can keep Fluttermane alive and not get the perish count on that at least. Terapogos is a dead mon. It's kind of like that, plain and simple. Whatever they have in the back, it's probably worthwhile to get the Urshin now while that thing's definitely going to protect. Because why would they click any other button? Yeah, I knew you had Gengar in the back. Presumably... Actually, yeah, Gengar doesn't have Shadow Tag anymore. It's not a... I swear that was a Mega that had it. Oh, that's fine. It is annoying because it's a poison type. I presume that must be their Sashmon. You know, but I expect double protect. I get Flutter out at least, so it's like... I'm hoping it is the double protect. I get Urshin in nice and safe. And I can threaten Surgeon. Or something, yeah. That's fine. Urshifu's actually pretty good here and all. Again, I do really wish I had the good old U-turn set, because that would have made keeping my mons alive a lot easier. But the actual ability to hit through protect really helps. Especially into this. Perish count fell to 1, so it dies the next turn. So I make this turn count, that's effectively what this translates to. I don't, well actually yeah, I can't drop. And if I kill that I can win, so. Quite an easy turn selection for me, to be fair. I just need to try and kill the one that traps me in, and then I can switch freely and just kind of take out Gengar with 3 mons. Because I don't think that's the hardest matchup in the world for me. Yeah, it's another Perish Songer, but like... You have to protect and not lose everything. And you still have to eat a Terrastar Storm. Obviously, it's probably Sash, let's be honest, so it probably will be fine for at least this turn. But Gengar's not exactly like the bulkiest mon ever. And it can't protect in front of Ursh. So I'm just not sure what the game plan was here. I can just Aqua Jet it and I win, so it's like... I'm not good against Perish Trap teams, but that was awful. Like, that's sad that my Terapogos died without them clicking a single attack against it. But that was a poor effort, and the fact that this team's in Ultra Ball is quite sad. I literally don't really have the tools you'd want to try and take out Perish Trap, and I'm fine. I can Aqua Jet it, and it can't do anything. Wait, you have another mon? That changes this. That changes this quite a bit. I thought I'd took out the other mons. I just didn't think they had one. So I'd quite like to make sure that's gone if for some reason they don't click fake out. But if not, then Icy Wind is fine. And then Instant can't kill it, so it's like, I just want to make sure that Gengar drops. Anything, I should have just Moonblasted into it, to be honest. I don't know why I didn't. I panicked and clicked terrible moves. Well, no, just one terrible move. I should have just Moonblasted it. Okay. That's good. I didn't want to get cheesed out of it there. I was probably fine, and Ivy Cudgel would have been alright. It's like, yeah, that would have been fine, I'm sure. But yeah, I messed that up. I panicked at the end. But it's fine. It's fine. We had a good funny lead. It probably wouldn't have mattered in the end. Well, I like that team a lot more than that other Maridon one I've just used. That was fun. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what I want out of team. This was interesting. Love Iron Hands. It's such a fun one. And to see it get 3 carries in one game, be a hard carry, you know, it's what we love to see. It's weirdly well equipped. Obviously, it kind of sucked to get, like, Ice Rider Calyrex Trick Room. That was unfortunate. I'm sure there is plays against it. It probably revolves more about Fluttermane, which I did not bring into that matchup. But, like, you got good options into everything. I'm very unfortunately didn't get to click Rock Polish. I did have, like, one good opportunity in the mirror, but I didn't take it, so did get to miss out on the cool piece of tech that the team's built on, I'm sure. But no, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.